This guy, he's absolutely great. You can catch his brand new special, Empire in Decline, on YouTube. You're going to love him. Give it up for Alex Giampapa.
Thank you. Forgive me if I seem a little bit sleep deprived. I am. Reason being, me and my wife just had a baby. And I find me and my wife just had a baby to be kind of a silly way of saying, my wife just had a baby, and I was there. Like the woman does the entire childbirthing process, right? They do the months of pregnancy and the hours or days of labor, and all I had to do was come. Isn't that hilarious? You know, that what the woman has to do to reproduce is the most painful feeling a human being can experience. And what the guy has to do is the best feeling a human being can experience. Unfortunately, that's just the way it had to be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like biologically. Like if women had to have an orgasm to get pregnant, we would not exist. Nothing would have ever happened. This would just be a field. Obviously, I enjoy marijuana. But to be clear, it's medical marijuana, right? So it's medicinal. So it's good for me. Yeah. So instead of calling it getting high, I just call it getting better. And if I'm being real with you guys, I'm feeling a little bit better right now. Because before the show, I was out in the parking garage getting better as fuck. Yeah. It is medical. It's, I'm hypermobile, which just means like your joints are messed up. And also as an odd side effect, I have a weirdly seductive voice. I know when I started talking, you guys were like, I don't know if I want this guy to tell me a joke or a bedtime story. It's so odd because I'm going to have to discipline a child like this. Go to your room. Like, Dad, it feels like you're trying to fuck me. So we'll keep things light. Who'd everybody vote for? Don't answer, please. You gotta know, truly, genuinely, no matter what you did in November, you're an American, you're my neighbor. No, and for real, your voice does not matter. So just I gotta say, it's pretty amazing that every 4 years they come out and they're like, you have the greatest democracy the world has ever seen. You gotta do everything in your power to preserve it. And then they give you, realistically, 2 options. Because it's like, well, this is one away from just not being a democracy. Like it's almost as if you're giving me the bare minimum amount of options, while then also giving me the shittiest possible options. like they threw Kamala in there, but when it was just Trump and Biden, it felt like you paid for an all-you-can-eat buffet, and then all they had was old rice and older rice. What do we think of the guy in charge now? Yeah, well, you know what? I'll say this. A lot of people are like, well, he's just some fucking rich guy. Like, what does he know about working class people? And frankly, I think, this is bold, but I think we're in very good hands with President Elon Musk. I'll say this about Elon Musk. For an African-American immigrant with 4 baby moms and 14 kids who loves taking government checks, Republicans like him a lot. Yeah, man. Ugh. We can't even agree with the rest of the country on like what reality is anymore, right? Like, dude, at the inauguration, Elon Musk was like, right, like, and to me that was a Heil Hitler. Like, it was more aggressive than when Hitler did it. But then a bunch of people were like, no, actually, he has autism. And so it was actually what they would describe as more of a, and I don't mean this with any sort of negative connotation, more like an autistic flail. And it's like, okay, so Elon Musk does a Heil Hitler, and then the explanation is that he's autistic. And then Kanye West says like a bunch of anti-Semitic shit, and then he comes out the other day and said that he's autistic. So it's like, well, wait a minute. Is it possible that we were calling Hitler a Nazi? But in reality, he was struggling with autism? No. But, you know, I will say, in fascist countries, the trains always run on time, which begs the question, is it just because these guys really like trains? Before I do this next one, I want to make sure that I'm not offending anyone in the audience. So, is anyone here the CEO of a major health insurance company? Okay, I didn't want you to be nervous around an Italian guy with back pain. Yeah, man, if you don't know what I'm talking about, who doesn't know what I'm talking about? You don't? Where, are you under 26 by any chance? Yeah. Yeah. Are you from the US? Yeah? Okay, I met someone last week who was from Canada, and they didn't know Luigi Mangione. And I had to explain to them, like, he's like an American folk hero. But no, so objectively crazy story, right? I'll just tell you. Okay, so this kid gets injured, and then he starts taking psychedelics to try to feel better, and then he like goes crazy and ends up shooting the CEO of the largest health insurance company in America. And it's just like, wait a minute, like as an Italian guy, you're telling me a guy named Luigi got hurt and started taking mushrooms to replenish his health. Like, dude, I think he escaped on a big green pipe, like, I'm Alex Giampapa, that's all for me.